When a person, another business, or a legal entity talks badly, states untruths about disabled people, it does one thing and one thing only. It puts that disabled person at a severe disadvantage, which is a premise of disability discrimination. One of them. Now, in the last week, since the court have announced that the Department of Work and Pensions have to pay costs to me, and I do not have to pay them £186,000, my social media has been attacked. I have been written about in the newspapers, and I've had people ordering things from my business, then going on social media and saying things like they haven't arrived. Not only is this defamatory, because it's quite simply not true, as you can see, and I'm going to give you a little blow up in a moment, but it actually harms my business, because people who don't know who I am, people who don't know what I have built from zero, what I have gone through, and how serious I am about people that lie, they might take notice of this. Now, I'm going to say this. Somebody told a very big lie about my company last year, and they found themselves sued for a fair bit of money. That was somebody else, again, that tried to take advantage of a disabled person. And I am definitely the voice for making sure that, number one, not only does that happen, I try and limit it as much as possible, which is why I have digital tracking on every single thing I sell, but I do actually take legal action as a person, and my company will prosecute anybody that tries to disadvantage me, defraud me, or defraud my company. I don't know why people think they're going to get away with this just because I'm disabled. So here's Neil, and he kept posting on my social media this week, sorry, Philip, place an order, didn't receive it, no reply to emails, very disappointing. Let's have a little look at Philip's order, shall we? Obviously, I've removed his address and everything else, but you can see I've left his name because he's put his name on social media so that we can see it is the same order. So there's his name, there's his order. He ordered the Health Journal, 2 data review toolkits, okay? Here is the tracking. The tracking for his order. There it is there. You see the tracking? And here are the digital products, Philip Neal, that not only has he had, but he's downloaded them 3 times, one of them, and the other one he's downloaded once. So Philip's had his order. He's downloaded one of them 3 times, and I might change that so that people can only do it once, because technically they're getting the same thing 3 times. And then he's posted endlessly. I mean, when I say endlessly, I mean, I haven't gone through all of the comments, but a fair few times I've come across that same comment, which is why I've decided to do this TikTok. Now, one of the reasons why I do everything digitally is obviously to stop fraud. The second one is I'm not going to spend 5 hours a day replying to emails on items that have clearly been downloaded and delivered. I'm just not going to do that. So if you have a genuine concern, you can always reach out to the email on your invoice. Myself or someone from my team who is disabled, I only employ people that are disabled at the moment, will deal with it. But one thing I will not put up with is, quite frankly, libelous and defamatory comments, which are quite frankly just not true. It's just not true. Philip, you have received your order, and I don't know why you're posting everywhere on social media that you haven't done. Why would you do that?